welcome back to my channel, and thank you so much for being here. Today is our second to last installment of Ask the Doctor series. I hope you all have been enjoying it. I've really enjoyed doing it for you, and today we're going to be talking all about synthetic fragrance and natural occurring fragrances and what the experts have to say. So if you want to know more about that, hit that subscribe button, share this video with somebody you think might like it, and let's do it. All right, love, so today we are talking all about fragrances. There's a lot of debate on fragrance, whether it's good for skin, bad for skin, toxic, etc. So I'm just gonna give you my point of view and then I'll let you hear from the other experts. So for me, as you know, if you've watched some of my other videos, anybody with a compromised skin, so anybody that has sensitive skin, eczema, psoriasis, acne, anything of that nature, really should stay away from synthetic fragrances specifically, but really all fragrances in general, just because they can be an irritant, especially those with rosacea, really can be irritating to those skin concerns. Now, if you have pretty normal skin, I do try my best. Again, I am not perfect, but I do try my best to stay away from synthetic fragrances. But it's sometimes really hard on the packaging to tell if it is synthetic or naturally occurring or, essential oils. Best is to ask the product line themselves, because it has to be labeled different ways in different parts of the world. So sometimes even essential oils can only be marked as perfume, and you would never know that that's not a synthetic fragrance. So it's really great to ask your favorite brands what kind of fragrance is in their cosmetics or skincare. For me, I don't traditionally have a huge problem with essential oils being in products or used as a fragrance, because for most people that don't have a compromised skin condition, it's not going to be sensitizing. But again, it's something that is going to be a personal choice for you. Again, I always recommend staying away from synthetic fragrances because they can be a whole host of different things, hormone disruptors, really sensitizing to the skin, and a bunch of other skin concerns and health concerns as well. So let's hear from our experts. First is going to be Dr. Stephanie Kappel. This is what she has to say. She says, as long as a patient does not have a contact allergy to fragrance, I feel that it is a benefit to have a nice fragrance, so people will be more complacent or will be more happy with the formulation. So that is a great, that's kind of where I'm at as well. This is what Dr. Ben Johnson from Osmosis says. He says, without a doubt, synthetic fragrance is bad and natural or no fragrance is ideal way to go. Synthetic fragrance is 100% cause of inflammation and sensitivity. Yes, so I would have to agree with those two experts. There is a lot of concern coming from that topic for most compromised skin conditions. So this is from Janelle at Lemieux. She says she's seen in some cases that natural oils have to be added in much higher percentages to camouflage the raw scent in the formulas, which can be irritating to the skin. Natural oils are better in some cases, but Europeans have already put an alert to many of the citrus oils as irritants. That is really great, because there's a difference between natural or like essential oils being citrus or other kinds. Citrus oils can be very sensitizing to almost everybody. I believe skincare formulations can't be all or nothing. If a formulation has a very distinct odor and needs to be masked, but the client wants a citrus scent, she's saying for a formulation standpoint, I will let them know it might be less irritating to use a natural copy, such as an isolate from the citrus fruit, which is a synthetic. So that, I think from a formulator's perspective, that is really, really important information to know for sure and to take into consideration. So Dr. Sarah Tonks says it's a no, because it can increase sensitivities and doesn't add anything to the formulation. So that's also a fantastic standpoint, because honestly, really, fragrance does not add any benefit to any formulation. It definitely is in there for the client experience for sure. Love to hear her take on it. All right, so let's hear from the friends at the Chemist Confession. And actually, I have their written statement on it because they were one of the very first people that signed on for this project. And I added this in as a last question, so they weren't able to film this for me. So what they say is, So to be clear, we consider natural fragrance to be an essential oil. We prefer that essential oils over synthetics just because there is no transparency with synthetics, usually labeled just as fragrance. And on top of that can be an irritant to some. We're okay with using a little essential oil for fragrance, under 0.5%. Sometimes good formulas have an off-putting scent and you just can't help it, but it needs to be the right type. Citrus, bergamot essential oils can be photosensitizing, so we recommend staying away from those. So I think that the overall kind of arcing story here, in my opinion, is that they need to be formulated correctly. I think that's an awesome point. If they're in something, make sure you trust where that source is coming from. Make sure you trust that company and see if it's something that you're willing to put on your skin. Again, if you are in any way compromised, it's something that you need to stay away from for sure. But I think overall, it's something that is well worth taking note in your formulations and knowing what you are putting on your skin, just like any other ingredient for sure. But I love hearing their take on all of this. I mean, these experts have been so kind and amazing, lending their time for me and for you guys. I just think hearing from them is so, so important. And I hope that you have really enjoyed hearing what they have to say on this topic. So there is one more to come, and it's going to be all about, in their opinion, what the next big ingredient will be on the market, and I am excited to bring that to you. So give me a thumbs up. I hate to ask that, but YouTube these days has been a little crazy and it's important to them. So if you do enjoy these videos, give me a thumbs up. I'm going to try to do some more with Chemist Confession. I'm going to also try to do another series like this at the end of the year, but it's going to be all your questions. So all of your burning questions that you would like to ask experts like this. So again, thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you all in the next one. Lots of love from me to you. Bye, loves.